Hey guys, it's Nikki with Nikki's Gonna Plan, and welcome back to Writing Wednesday. I'm gonna do a little recap before we move on, and today we're filling in letters. I was mistaken the first week I did this. I told you guys to go ahead and fill it in. I was wrong. She wanted you to just do the outline in that first lesson. So if you have been filling it in this whole time, you're a step ahead of me. I haven't been able to practice much. I've been busy or I've been under the weather. I will have this book linked in the description. You're not too late to join in if you'd like to join. It's not an affiliate link. I don't have any codes. It's just there for you if you'd like to join in with me or if you'd like to have your own workbook at your house. The pad of paper that I got from the Dollar Tree is not working out. I do remember her saying that one of the tools that she likes to have is good quality paper. The quality of your paper is easy to overlook, but you'll regret it if you use cheap, thin paper. I do regret it. It's not working out for me. So I'm going to tough it out with a piece of computer paper. She uses 80-pound or 110-pound cover weight. She said you can buy this at any craft store, office supply store, or online. I'm just going to go with whatever a general piece of computer printer paper is. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to just do one of each, kind of refresh myself because like I said, I haven't been practicing. I hope you guys have better than me. Go up and over and around, all the way up and back down. And then they want you to draw. You're not supposed to shade it. I didn't mean to do that. You're supposed to draw the fake downstrokes. I'm going to move on to the B. We go up and around, over the top line, down to the bottom, and around. You do a little loop-de-loo, and you go back up. The fake brush strokes on the inside of each letter, of each side. So I've been calling them fake downstrokes because they're not filled in, or you're using a regular pen to make the outline. Essentially, you're supposed to use a brush pen to make those downstrokes. So right now, as we're learning, we're doing just the outline, and then as we get better, we'll move into the brush pens. So right now we're just doing the outline of the fake downstrokes. Moving on to a C. And then you got your outline or fake downstroke on the inside. And D. I'm trying not to trace these, so that's why they're not great. But that's what I get for not practicing. About in the middle, you go up and around and down. Then you go back up to where you started. And then start where you stopped. You go to the right, up, around to the left, down, below the bottom line. And the faux downstroke is on the inside on the left and the inside. Okay, the E. All right, start in the middle. You do a little bitty curl. You go up, around, down, and back up. I'm going very slowly. I'm not doing a great job, kind of on purpose. I'm kind of just showing you the structure of each letter as I see it from this book. If you don't have this book, I'm trying to explain it the best I can while you guys are trying to write it. So that way you can listen and write at the same time. Okay, let's move on to F. We're going to go over to the right, up, to the left and around, all the way down. Then back up to the right to where it intersected, that other line intersected with the back line. And then out and up. The faux downstroke is on the left side, kind of on the inside. Okay, and G. Start about the middle, go to the left, down and around, and up. Then you go back down like a regular G, up and around. Basic lettering here without, you know, just like things you learn when you were in elementary school. And most of us don't write it like that anymore, but. And then the downstroke is on the inside on the left and the inside on the right, so to speak. And H. Start below the bottom line on the left. You go up and over to the right and then back up. You loop it down to the left, go straight down to the bottom line. Then you go up to the right and around and down, and then a little curl. And then the downstroke is on the inside on the right, the inside on the left and the inside on the right. If there's a better way for me to explain this so you understand, please don't hesitate to tell me. All right, we're doing an I. The I has a little arm. So we start about halfway on the left. You go up, not quite to the top. And then you go down and you curl it. Little dot on the top, and then you got your fake downstroke on the right side. Okay, we're gonna do J. All right, J is like I, except you start lower than the I. You start below the line on the left, you go up like an I, and you stop, not all the way to the top. You go down below the line to the left and around, intersect, and then up to the right. And the downstroke is the inside, towards the left. Okay, the K is going to start at the bottom on the left side. You go up to the right and around, intersect with that first line you drew. You make a loop and then a curl. Kind of like looks like a half bow. And then the downstroke is on the left inner side. And then on the K part, it's on the inside of the right. And L. All right, they want you to start on the left side, a little below middle. You go up to the top all the way above the line, back down, intersect, and curl it. Downstrokes on the right side. M is a little curly. We're getting into the curlies. Start at the bottom. They start a little bit below the bottom line on the left. You go up to the right and around to the left, back to the left and down. Okay? Then where you stopped, you go up and back down, but you don't go all the way to the bottom line. Then you go back up and down below the line and a little curl. There's 3 fake downstrokes. There's one on the inside on the left. There's one on the inside in the middle, and there's one on the inside on the right. This one's just like the M, except it's missing one hump. So you start at the bottom line, you go up to the right, around and down. All right, and then you start at the bottom, you go back up, make a little hump and curl it. Downstrokes inside on the left and inside on the right. O is a little more difficult. I'm going to do my best to explain it, but it's kind of hard. So they want you to start a little bit below the top line. On the left, you go down and around, all the way back up above the top line. You loop it and connect it, and then you curl it. The fake downstrokes on the left and inside right. The P also wants you to start below the line. You go up a little to the left, you curl it over to the right, up and around, connect it all the way down below the line. And then they want you to start at the bottom line, take it up to the right and around, and then loop it and curl it. Fake downstroke is inside on the left, inside on the right. Q, they want you to start about halfway. You go up to the left and around, up, back down, around, back to the left and up. Just a normal Q. Downstrokes on the left on the inside, and it's kind of on the outside on the right. R, they want you to start at the bottom left, go all the way up above the line, around to the left, and to the right. You stop, make a point, you go back down below the line, and a curl. The fake stroke is on the left on the inside and on the inside of the right. All right, y'all, I had to stop for a minute, but while I was off, I got a piece of Happy Planner filler paper. It has little gray dotted lines on it. It used to look like this, but I cut off the top and I cut off the edge with my paper trimmer, so that way I would just have dotted lines and nothing else getting in my way. So we are going to work on S. You go up and over to the right, down below the bottom line, do a loop-de-loo and then a curl up. The downstroke is on the right on the inside. All right, we're going to move on to T. Same thing. You start about like you did the S, and you go up. They have you going above the line a little bit, back down, below the bottom line and up, and then you make another little curl along the top for the, you know, the cross for the T. The downstroke is on the right side, on the outside, and I keep filling it in. I don't mean to. The U doesn't touch the line at all. It's like floating in between two lines, except for the last part of it. You start on the left top, you go down to the right, just make a U, down below the line and curl. Downstrokes, inside left, outside right. The V, but you start on the left, you go down, up like a regular V, and then you loop it around. Downstroke is on the left inside and the right inside, like inside that little loop. Okay, the W, it starts all the way at the top. My hand's hanging halfway off the page. Okay, you do one, like a little U. You do another U all the way down to the bottom. You go up and do a loop. And X. X is relatively easy. You make a curl, you go down, you make another curl, then you make a straight line. Downstroke is on the inside of the left. The Y starts off much like the U and the V. Then you go down to the bottom line, up, down, very, very big loop. Z starts at the bottom line, goes up, not quite to the top, down to the bottom. And then you go over to the right, around, big loop like the Y, and back up. Downstroke is on the top right and the bottom right. And that's all of the alphabet, folks. Let's do the numbers, a refresh on the numbers. And then we'll go on to coloring them in. Okay, we got number 1. There's a little arm to the left. So you go, start on the left, go up to the top line, down to the bottom. Give it another little foot on the bottom. And the downstrokes on the right. That's a 1. The 2 is basically a 2, just kind of fancy. Start on the left, go up to the top line, down, not all the way to the bottom line, and then a little curl. Downstrokes on the outside. All right, we got 3. It's just a really skinny, fancy 3. Start on the left, go up to the top line, middle, bottom, and curl. Downstrokes on the right side, on the inside. I'm making these downstrokes a little dramatic so I don't accidentally cover them up, and that way you can see them. Okie doke. So on the 4, they want you to start at the top, straight line, then start at the top again, go to the left, over, and curl. Downstrokes on the outside, on the right. I am going to start back up here and do the number 5 up here. So start with the top, you go over to the left, down to about the middle, to the right, around, and a little curl. Downstrokes on the inside on the left, and the inside on the right. Okay, number 6 looks relatively easy, although I haven't been able to get it very well. We'll try it again. Start at the top, go around and connect, and then the downstrokes on the inside on the left. 7, It's got a little hangy down, looks like hangman. It starts there, you go up to the right and down, not a straight line, kind of a curve, and then you put a foot on it. And the downstroke is either, I guess however you want to do it, I can't tell. It's either on the inside or the outside, but it doesn't matter, I don't think. Okay, number 8. You make one big loop circle. It's more like an oval, and then another, and you connect it. Downstrokes on the inside on the left. Number 9. Relatively simple, but still, I didn't have a very good time doing it. Make a circle and a straight line. And downstrokes on the inside on the left and the outside on the right. And 0. Let's see, just a big circle, oval, and then downstrokes on the left on the inside. All right, guys, here is the A. Make an A, and then we're going to fill it in today. Make the downstroke on the left, or however you see that it is, whatever feels comfortable. And then I'm going to do the second downstroke. Let me see. Go up and around and up and down. Downstroke and a downstroke. Well, not great as usual, but I'll practice. Try to, if I remember. Okay, we're going to do B. Okay, up and around and down and around and loop. Downstrokes inside on the left and inside on the right. Okay, and C. Make a C and downstroke. Okay, and D. Then we go start, we go around to the left and up. Then we go up and around and down. Downstroke it. I'm going to do it on the outside so I can close in that gap there. And then the other downstroke right about here. Let's do E. Start to the left, curl, up and around, down, curl, and downstroke on the left. And there's E. I mean, it's kind of fat. This one's kind of tall and skinny. And F. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go next to the E so I don't waste all this paper. We're starting on the left, up, around, down, back up, and out. Downstroke. Now, guys, I want to let you know I did a couple funny shorts that I put on my YouTube page. But rest assured, I'm still going to do all my planning stuff. I just get bored at home and I'm looking through all these shorts and all these TikToks and I'm like, hey, I could do that. So I made a couple funny videos. Don't worry, I'm not going to start doing that. I'm going to do it every once in a while when I get bored. K and G, I guess I'm just going to do it over here and just kind of glance at that while I'm doing it. I think they want you to go around that, like they don't number it. They should put numbers. Did they number it? Wait a minute. No, they didn't. Okay. See this now? I don't know where I'm at. F, G, G. Okay. Around to the left and up. Down and around and up. And then downstroke. All right, we're on H. Up, around and down, and up, and curl. Downstroke. Some good thick paper. I'm really putting some pressure on that and it's not bleeding through. So that's good. Although it's not quite as good as a brush pen. But we take it in steps, right? All right, eye. Down and curl. Downstroke. Whoop. J. Up, down, around, and over. Dot it. Don't forget to dot it. I forget to dot it a lot. Especially when I'm actually writing or in a hurry. Okay, downstroke. Color that in. Now on to K. All right, up, around, down, and make a half bow. Downstroke. I'm going to do it on the outside because I don't have much room on the inside to do this. Color this in. And then same with that. L. Okay, we go start to the left, around, down, curl. Downstroke. I'm smearing it. It's the only bad thing about a Papermate flare is it takes a while to dry. M. Start to the left, up, around to the left and down, up to the right and down, up to the right and curl. Downstroke. Downstroke. And downstroke. I guess the little bit I have been practicing has helped a little bit because it's getting better than when I first started. If you watched my first video, woo, it was awful. Start at the bottom, up, around to the right, down, back up, and around. Do the downstroke. Makes me want to sing, I don't know why. Do the downstroke. Stroke, stroke, do the downstroke. All right. O. Down, up, and around. That's not, I don't know. It's a funny looking O. I'm sure it'll look better once we put it with regular letters or other letters. P. Start at the bottom, up to the right and down straight. And then around and loop it. Okay. Downstroke. And downstroke. Q. I'm just going to do it up here. Around, up, around, and oh, it's hard to do in one loop. Let's try. I'm going to try it one more time. Around. Kind of got to take a break. That's still not that good. And downstroke. I mean, you can probably tell which ones I practiced and which ones I didn't.